What's going on, guys? My name is Ryan, and this is my stock market update for 6/17 going into 6/18. So here's a chart of the NASDAQ. I've got us mid-channel of what I think this uptrend's channel is for the moment. Market was bullish again today. I know the Dow and the S&P were down slightly, light volume, sideways on the NASDAQ, but under the hood, growth was really strong, and that can be seen in FFTY. FFTY outperformed today, up almost 1%. Growth stocks are actually kind of making a new higher high on their current leg up. So under the hood, the leaders looked really good today, which is a great sign for an uptrend. This uptrend needs more action out of the leaders, and that's what we're getting as of today. So nothing's really changed since yesterday because today was a sideways day. I want to see Monday's low hold. As long as Monday's low holds, I think the bias has to be towards the bullish end of the spectrum. We're probably going to get a down day tomorrow. Futures are down right now. They're trading somewhere at the T line, right around the T line zone, which is the 8-day exponential moving average. It would be normal for us to gap down, trade up, or gap down in doji. It also would be perfectly acceptable for us to sell off to that 21, which if it did it in a day, it would be about a 3% down day. That would be perfectly normal, even if we closed on the low and we'd have to give it another day. So me personally, I'm not planning on really doing anything tomorrow. My plan is to once again kind of hold. I didn't do a whole lot today. I took a couple of small actions, but like I said yesterday, my plan today was to hold because I was aggressive on Monday because Monday is a buy signal and I buy on buy signals, but yesterday and then today are just hold signals. Maybe sell signals for very short-term trading, but the intermediate term trend is still quite bullish, and the bias would have to be to the upside for the intermediate term trend. So I'll show you what I'm in, and I'll tell you what I did today. So I'll go through each position. I'm still in Adobe. As long as this is above the 21 day, I'm not touching this position, so I didn't touch it today. ALNY, I'm still in this thing. Bought it yesterday. Had a good up day. Made it right to its downtrend line. So this stock's either probably about to sell off and stop me out, or it's about to work, and I'm going to be very pleased with it. Amazon, that's no reason to sell it. I'm a seller below the 21. BioMarin finally got support off the 21. That's a really good candle. If it were to close decisively below the 21, I would reduce my position probably by half, and then the other half I'd hold to the 50 because my buy point is below the 50-day moving average. Chegg had a really good up day. No complaints. I let this position ride. Domino's Pizza, it's trying to get support at the 50. As long as this stock stays above the 50, I'm not going to sell it. And actually, I don't really want to buy more of it because I'm not so certain how big of a winner Domino's is going to be. I've already got a full position in here, but if this was up tomorrow, that would be a buy signal for me, and I could justify adding a few shares. I don't know if I would add a few shares, though. Dexcom was up again. That's no reason to do anything other than hold right there. GSX, all right, that's what I'm talking about. That's still a hold. We'll see where that one comes. As long as it holds above the 8-day moving average, I'm going to go ahead and stay in it. So I'm going to start selling somewhere around 47 bucks. That's where I would start selling my positions. I'm going to give this thing a lot of room because I've got the buy point to do so. Labu, that's a hold. I'm a seller below the 50, which is where my buy point is now. Livongo, that's not a great candle today, but on the weekly chart looks great. So as long as this thing stays above the 20, I'm not selling it. Melly was my only stock that was down today, but that's not a reason to sell it by any means. As long as this thing, my current plan is to let it fall below the 10-day moving average and then give it the next morning. And if it falls below the 10-day, say tomorrow, and then on Friday, if it doesn't get any support, I would cut it in half and go from there. Netflix was up today. Awesome. Gave me some cushion. I'm a seller below the 50-day moving average. ServiceNow up slightly today. I'm a seller. I'm giving this one the 21 plus 1 day. So if it were to have a big down day tomorrow, I would just ignore it and see what it does on Friday. Okta, as long as this stays above this 34 EMA, I'm not selling it. PayPal, as long as it's above the 21, I'm not touching this position. Regeneron, the 50 is getting awfully close to my entry, so I think at this point I'm just going to all or none the whole position on the 50. I might sell half if we get down towards yesterday's low, but now the 50's damn near my buy point. So I'm probably going to use the 50 because that would be a small loss for me if I sold it at the 50 right now. Shopify, that's no reason to touch it. The 34 is almost at my entry, so I'm going to use the 34 as my stop for this stock. Teradyne, I haven't touched this position since I started it on Monday, and I'm going to use the 21 as my stop. Tandem, hell yeah, that's what we're looking for right there. The 50 is my stop, and so now, if it breaks the 50, I'm out for a very small loss, or this is going to turn into a big winner. Because my buy is right around $80. It's 80 and some change. It might be 81 is my buy. Twilio, as long as this holds the 21, I'm staying in it. Vertex, all right. As long as it holds 260, I'm not touching it. Wingstop pulled through for me today, so as long as this holds the 50, I'm not touching it. And then lastly, Zscaler, heck yeah. At about $100, I'm going to make this position significantly smaller. And so that's all the stocks I'm in. I'm in a lot of stocks. I'm in more stocks than I should be. Really, I should be a lot more concentrated than this. But none of my stocks are really screaming sells. Not really any of them are too overheated. Some might say GSX is overheated, but I think given the context of the fact that it just broke out, it's not overheated yet. So I don't have anything that's overheating, so there's no reason, in my opinion, to sell into strength. And then I don't really have anything showing weakness, significant weakness, so I don't have a reason to sell yet. We'll see what tomorrow brings, since we're likely going to get a gap down and we're going to be testing some of these short-term moving averages on the NASDAQ. Tomorrow, I might reduce some size, but there's no scenario where I go to cash tomorrow because of how good of a week I've had. So I don't really love a ton of trades right now because we're mid-channel in the indexes, and I don't like to trade mid-channel. I guess before I show new plays, I'll show you what I did today. Today, I did a couple add-ons onto positions that are currently outstanding. I did a really small add-on to ALNY at the close just because of how much volume it had today. I didn't add big. I just added a little bit to the position. It's still a very small position relative to some of the other positions. I added a few shares of BioMarin at the close just because that's big volume off the 21. Wingstop, I added to the position as the candle climbed today, so I made it a little bit bigger. It's about a half position now. And then Zscaler, I bumped Zscaler up to a little more than a half position today at the close. That maybe was a little aggressive. I should have held off on this add-on. This is the only one I'm kind of questioning myself on because that's the fact that we have hair going into that downtrend line I have drawn makes me think we might sell off and tap the 20 before this stock finally goes. So I maybe was a little overzealous on this position. Going into tomorrow, I really only love. So for one, I think like Papa John's could be a buy right here. I like how Papa John's is setting up. That could break out tomorrow. I like some of these gold miners like AU. If AU were to have an up day through the T line, I think that's a buy. I think Paz, which is a silver miner, same thing. If it can get above the T line, I think that's a buy. Those are my two favorite miner stocks. I think Franco-Nevada set up. Yeah, Franco-Nevada could get above its short-term moving averages, and it's 50. I like this one. But I don't really see myself taking any new trades tomorrow unless I'm just having a crazy good day. But odds are tomorrow's a day where I just hold or reduce my size for a week. So we'll see. I think by and large, though, at this point, we need to wait till Friday. So if tomorrow's a bad day, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm probably going to take the down day on the chin, wait till Friday and see how Friday turns out and how the weekly chart candle turns out because we have a very bullish week right now. So if we were to have a bad day Thursday and then a good day Friday, then somebody might be disappointed that they sold on Thursday. So at this point, I'm pretty much in until Friday. And Friday, I could see myself reducing exposure if the market's falling apart and getting down near Monday's lows. And I could see myself holding everything and doing nothing. Or I could see myself maybe starting like one more position or maybe doing a small add-on to Domino's or something tomorrow. But I'm mostly going to be either holding or reducing my size going into the end of the week. So that's my stock market update going into 6/18. As always, I'm putting out videos because this is the kind of content that I would have liked to have bumped into when I started trading. Don't take this as financial advice. Think for yourself. Make your own decisions. Don't do a trade because I'm in it. Don't do a trade because I said it looks like a good idea. Learn from these videos. That's why I'm putting these out there. So let's crush it tomorrow. Let's make some money, guys. Good luck.